Hello, microphones.
Coming up, we're going to see the following of the House of Ishida. Your character is going to want to welcome back forward. He gets the opportunity to come back to the roster.
I don't know if welcome is the right word.
I'll welcome him.
Yeah. I don't know about that. He hasn't been a great friend this season. Not so much. If he comes back, we're gonna have some issues to work through.
Yeah, like trying to kill us and everything.
Yeah, yeah. There's that.
Not much, but we tried to kill him too. So it's what was that?
20-minute window.
Yeah.
How kind of him.
Yeah, that's without spoiling. It's hard to talk about it, but yes, we've heard about that in episode 4, Fall of the House of Ishida, and I think it's fairly safe to say that Alex may not end up off the show. So how we end up being together, or if we end up being together, and what happens after the fall, the truth is we don't even know.
No, we don't know.
If we get a season 4, I think we'll all know.
We'll see.
Yes.
One of the last things we did see involved, of course, your tree and the android was, holding gun to his head while he wrote it. That's kind of, threatening and scary.
You can never trust robots. That's the whole problem, right? Like
androids.
Robots. Yeah, I think what's cool about that is, of course, it plays straight into that, and straight into the whole evolution of just 3 just doesn't trust computers. And what's great about playing that character is that that's kind of what we're all like. We have this love-hate relationship with computers, and we're like, okay, self-driving cars are around the corner, but really, do you want to sit in one? I hope everyone else has one, to be honest, because it's probably better than anybody else's driving, but I want to drive my own car, it's that whole thing. I don't want my car to be the Microsoft, crashing car when I'm going down the highway at 140K. It's that whole relationship that we're exploring with 3's relationship with everything technological, but particularly with the android, and having her come and point a gun at my head. I'm like, see? Darn thing. How did that happen? She's gone all glitchy. Anyway, you'll find out on Friday night.
She's not just a machine. She's got a personality, and she's somebody that kind of integrated your family a little bit.
Well, I guess that's the question. Even if you have a chip that gives you a personality, are you a human? Are you worthy of being treated like a human? And our show has a certain opinion on that, but 3 might differentiate.
Hello, who's having a love affair with somebody who doesn't exist? Only on a computer chip.
Yeah, it's a little hard. No, I'm not sure he's open-minded about that.
Not that was easy for him.
Yeah. What would you do? I mean, geez. You'd go see your partner, and then you'd be like, man, this is really weird. Am I cheating on you? Like, what are the lines of cheating? If you're seeing someone in a computer, does loyalty?
I think you're safe.
Are you safe? You're allowed to do anything outside the computer?
The same. It's still Sarah.
These are the questions.
I feel like we disagree.
These are the questions. Anyway.
Do you feel like because he's spending more time with Sarah that he's going to want to maybe get more of his memories back as Boone?
Ooh, that's a darn good question. 3 has a pretty straightforward relationship with the past, in that he doesn't care too much about it. I mean, lots of folks will spend time examining their past, but the 3's a live in the moment kind of guy. So I don't think 3 is fussed either way. And the whole Sarah thing, we actually do explore that a little bit about when he finds out something more about the past, because we've heard that Rio knows something about my character's past that I don't know, and that will be explored this year, and you will see 3's reaction to whether or not he wants more or less of the past. Stay tuned.
I feel like you get beat up almost every episode.
Every episode.
So,
yep.
Do they do that on purpose, or is that something that you just want?
He requests it.
I know,
every time a new episode comes out.
I'm like, whoa, where's the scene where I get my ass kicked by somebody?
They have to write it in.
Can't we get a little 6-year-old kid in here somewhere to kick my ass? It is true, actually. People seem to love seeing me get beat up. I don't know what it is. Maybe that's just their way of payback. I think what's interesting about 3's character is that he isn't a superhero, and everyone else in the show is kind of a superhero in some kind of way. They're all really frigging good at something, which, to be honest, none of us really are in life. We're all kind of average and normal, and most of us aren't Olympians. Most of us are kind of like regular dudes. And that's what's actually fun about that character, in that, yeah, sure, he's good with a gun, that's about all he's good at, and he's a loyal guy who, you know, has got a bit of a sense of humor, and if he's got a superpower, it's that he never gives up, and that's like the best version of a human right there. Everyone else has got all these amazing things, but I love playing that character, so fine. Have me lose every battle to everybody else, all these superhumans with their amazing skills, or 5, or whoever. He recognizes that he has limitations, but it doesn't really hold him back. He doesn't really care about it. He just moves forward, and yeah, I love that. It's really fun. But it is true.
You had mentioned the superpowers. We've seen 5 have to like step in and save the day several times. What's that like for you?
Awesome. I love being the one who gets to save the day. I mean, in the beginning, 5 was doing it. You know, she was the tech girl, and yeah, she did save the day, I suppose. But now I get to go out on missions and be in disguises and save the day right in the middle of it all, and I find that really fun. So I'm really enjoying where 5's character is going this year.
And I also noticed like how much they seem to trust you more, especially the original crew. Like when Lara and Adrian came on board, they were like, "Oh, well, Bob gets to watch them because she can handle herself now." So how did that feel? Like, you know, being actually like part of the crew, like not just the tech girl or not just, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm so happy that she's come this far. I mean, she was just the kid in the beginning, really. I mean, she was capable of a lot more than that, but they didn't realize, and 3 still calls her a kid all the time, but you know, in a...
It's because you are. It's that simple. You'll always be my kid.
I'm a kid who saves the day, okay?
Kids can save the day. Anybody who has kids knows that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Can you talk a little bit about your relationship with 6 and what impact him being gone is having on you at this point?
Yeah, I mean, the relationship with 6 has, you know, been a little bit rocky since the beginning of the show. You know, first of all, he betrayed us, and then things were okay again, and now he's gone again. And I think that is rough on 5 because she's all about family. She loves the whole crew. She just wants them to be together and be happy because she doesn't know where her family is, and so that really is her family, and so it's important to her that they stick together. So it's rough when anybody leaves, and especially 6 because she's so close with him. So yeah, I think it's been hard on her, but she knows that the only reason that he's gone is because he cares about other people, and you know he's trying to do the right thing. So she understands that, but I think she's still kind of bummed out not to have her friend around.
It's interesting how 6 just keeps repeating. You know, even though he's lost his memories, like when he finds out that he had a family and that he left him the whole 9 yards for a principle, essentially, and he does it again, even though he just keeps doing it, and it's his strength, but it's also his weakness because the people he leaves behind, like 5, have to deal with it. And yeah, he's an interesting character, 6, that way, for sure.
I feel like 3 and 5 have their own little relationship, and then 5 and 6 has their own little relationship. Like, what difference do you see between the two? Like, it seems like brother, sister, father, daughter, kind of a dynamic between the two.
I mean, I guess it's hard to label them exactly because 5's relationship with everybody in the crew is a little bit. There's aspects of, like, you know, 6 is kind of like a father figure, but he hasn't been around a whole lot this year. And then I don't know. I mean, 3 has his moments as well in the time loop episode where he was trying to comfort me. That felt like a father-daughter thing, but he's not always like that. So you know, it depends on the episode, I suppose. But yeah, it's her family.
I think, I mean, when as like a fan watching the show, I mean, 6 and 2 really come across as the mom and dad, right? Like as the ones who are, always doing the right thing and blah blah blah. And if I had to describe our relationship, it isn't father-daughter, but it has elements of that. It has elements of brother and sister. It has elements of buddies. It has elements of mother-son. It has all. No, really, it does, right? I think it's probably the most complex relationship that my character has with anybody, and it's a lot of fun to play with Jodelle.
So we just learned that Five has a sister. So how much are you looking forward to exploring that aspect of your character?
I really can't wait to find out more. I mean, you should have seen my face when I read that script. I was like, oh my gosh, she has a sister? This is crazy. That was like the biggest thing that I found out about Five so far. I really didn't know a whole lot about her, and then that was huge to find that out. And I am incredibly curious to find out more about her, and you might find out a little bit more. I don't know, but I'm curious if we'll have her on the show, who she'll be. I'm just as curious as the rest of you guys, because I really don't know anything more than she exists.
If you could cast someone, who would you want?
I don't know. I have a sister.
That's a tough one.
Maybe my sister.
There we go. Well done. Yeah. And by the way, her sister, right now, if your sister was sitting right next to you, you'd be like, they're twins. But they aren't. How far apart? 4 years? 8 years.
Oh my gosh.
No, seriously. It is. There's some strong genes in that genetic soup.
And you also played like an older version of yourself. So how long did that makeup take for you?
So long. We didn't have prosthetic pieces. We were trying to build it all with latex and these products that like make your skin wrinkly. We have an amazing makeup artist, and I'm very impressed with what she did without having actual prosthetic pieces. She's incredible, and it looked amazing, but it definitely took hours to try and get it to look decent, but she did such a good job. And then I had the contact lenses in as well, so that helps, and her hair and all that. Quite a process, but worth it.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.